Hi, it's Sylvester, and this is a life update. I'm doing okay. I suppose overall I could definitely be doing worse, and I think that I'm handling the stress that I'm dealing with a lot better than I would have this time last year. And so I'm noticing improvement. I am getting better, but I'm still under a lot of stress right now. There's just like a lot of stuff that's really stressing me out, man. First of all, I feel like I've been so busy recently and I haven't really been doing that much. But like I'm just so tired all the time and it takes 5 times as much energy for me to do anything that a normal person would not have to try that hard to do. You know what I mean? Like tomorrow I have to do laundry and oh my god, the amount of energy that's gonna take from me. It's just, again, I feel like most normal people is like laundry. They don't enjoy doing laundry, but it's not something they dread actively. But like, I hate laundry so much. It just takes so much out of me. And so, anyways, I feel like I've been really busy, and that sucks because I like having time to just hang out and chill. And like, even now, there's stuff I have to be doing. There's stuff that I should be doing, and instead I'm making a YouTube video, and I feel bad about it. I feel guilty about it. I feel stressed out about it. But your boy needs time for himself. I need time to do stuff for me, and making YouTube videos makes me happy. And so I just need to take some time out of my busy schedule to do some things that make me feel happy. And making YouTube videos makes me feel happy. So yeah, I've just been very overwhelmed because I feel like I've been super busy. Like I gotta trim the sides of my hair. I gotta trim my hair a little bit. It's getting a little long on the sides here, but like I don't have time to do that until like 2 weeks from now. Have it scheduled into my busy schedule. I have been really stressed out about finances because I made a mistake filling out my taxes because I suck and I'm dumb. Sorry, I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but I'm mad at myself because I made a stupid mistake. I forgot to fill in the part about how much rent I paid in 2024, and so I got my Trillium, and it is significantly less money than I was expecting it to be in my finances. Like I plan my finances really far in advance. I'm very meticulous about planning out my finances. And so to find out that I have so much less money than I expected to have really fucked up my finances so bad. And so I put in a correction. Like I sent in I changed my taxes. Like I sent in a thing online letting them know that I messed up on my taxes and like, trying to fix the problem. But I don't know if they're going to choose to fix it or not. Like maybe it's too late at this point and they're just like, well, you screwed up and so this is the Trillium you're getting, like if you don't live in Ontario, the Trillium benefit is like a benefit that I get. It's a monthly benefit. And I don't really know what it's for, honestly. But it's just like the government gives you money. And so I was expecting to get a lot more money from the government than I am going to be getting. And so that really sucks. And like I said, I've sent in a correction. So hopefully it gets fixed. But who knows? The government might just be like, you messed up. Too bad, so sad. You know what I mean? Like, they're the government. They can do what they want. And so I actually don't really have very high hopes. I really don't expect to get more money because I think I just fucked up and that's it. And, hopefully I'm wrong, knock on wood. Hopefully they get my correction and they correct the amount of Trillium that I should be getting. And, like, hopefully I end up getting more, but probably not. There's also the Canada Disability Benefit, which is a new thing that Canada's doing that I've applied for, and so I might be getting that. You can get up to $200 if you get approved a month, up to $200 a month if you get approved. So knock on wood, here's hoping that I get the full 200. and that I get approved for it, because that would be really, really great, especially since now that I'm not getting as much Trillium as I thought I'd be getting. It would be really nice to get $200 a month. That would be really cool. But again, trying to keep my expectations low, not set myself up for disappointment, because even if I get approved, they're probably only going to give me like $10 a month because they're the government and they're stingy as hell. And so, trying to not set my expectations too high on that one. But I'm also really stressed out about money because I'm still scared that I'm going to get kicked off of my disability support, because and I've been talking about this for a long time. I'm getting re-diagnosed, essentially. My psychiatrist, I saw my psychiatrist in January of 2024, and she diagnosed me, quote unquote, with some stuff. And then I saw her again last month, 2 months ago, I don't remember, recently, and she said that she did not diagnose me with anything in 2024, so apparently there was a miscommunication between her and my doctor, because my doctor told me that she did diagnose me with stuff, but she's saying she didn't, so I'm being re-diagnosed, but technically I'm just getting diagnosed. And so I got onto disability support in 2018, because I was diagnosed with depression and PTSD, and I thought also generalized anxiety disorder, but according to my family doctor, he can't find any record that I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, so I don't know if my memory's just wrong, or if he just hasn't been able to find it in my file. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, my psychiatrist, she's fairly certain that I have bipolar. She hasn't officially diagnosed me with it, but she said that she's pretty sure that I have bipolar disorder. And so that's bad news for me, because you can't have both depression and bipolar disorder. It's one or the other. And so I was originally diagnosed with depression, major depressive disorder, in 2018, but now I'm potentially being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which means my diagnosis has changed, which means I have to let disability support know that I have bipolar, not major depressive disorder, and then they might kick me off of my disability support. They might decide that I no longer qualify. And so that's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. So that's stressing me out, because it's like, and I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Like, I'm probably going to have to get my doctor to fill out a bunch of paperwork, which is going to take a bunch of time. And going to my doctor's office is just a pain in the ass. And, like, I don't have time for this. I feel like I don't have any time for any of this. And so it's just going to be a pain in the ass to have to tell disability support that things have changed with my diagnosis. And then again, there's the possibility that they might choose to kick me off of disability support because my diagnosis has changed. And so super scared about that. I'm still kind of hopeful that maybe she's going to change her mind and say that I don't have bipolar, because honestly, that would be really great. And then I wouldn't have to worry about this. But she says she's pretty sure, or she thinks that I have bipolar, so that's shitty. She's also pretty sure that I have OCD, which I'm pretty sure that I have OCD as well. She thinks that I have borderline personality. She's like, none of these diagnoses are official yet, but she thinks I have borderline personality disorder, and she also thinks that there's a possibility. She thought that I had ADHD, but I've done a couple tests to see if I have ADHD, and the tests seem to say that I don't. The tests seem to say that I'm fine, that my concentration and my reflexes or whatever, like whatever's being tested with ADHD, it's like it's all in the normal range. So I don't know why she thought that I had ADHD. I don't know where that came from, but I was pretty sure that I have autism, and so I've done a couple tests for that as well, and she also seems to think that I have autism, and or that I'm autistic rather, and so she says she's not able to like officially diagnose me with it for whatever reason. Like, she thinks that her diagnosis won't be enough for the government to accept. I have to go through and get a psychological assessment of some kind. and I think that costs money. I'm not really sure, but like, so her diagnosis isn't like super official, but she seems to think that that I'm autistic, and so there's that. What else is new? There's like a couple things that I have to go to the doctor for, which is stressing me out because it's like it's not even that I'm stressed out about what the doctor's going to tell me and that there's going to be something wrong with me. I'm more stressed out about just like having to go to the doctor's office because it's a 40-minute walk. I have a bike. So it's like a 20-minute bike ride, and so like that's not too bad, but that's only if it's not raining out because I'm not biking in the rain. And so then I'll have to use a bus ticket, and like, I don't have the money to be throwing bus tickets around. You know what I mean? Like it adds up. The price adds up. So I'm stressed out about, and again, I feel like I have no time. Like I have no time. I'm just so busy, and so I have to go to the doctor because, and this is gonna be too much information. So stop watching now if you don't want to know too much about me. But my poops have been very light in color for a couple weeks now. Like it's been very light brown and not a great consistency. It's like the consistency of like really stiff mashed potatoes. Like it's kind of pasty, you know. like I'm still pooping in like logs. There's still like logs of poop, but it's the like the consistency, it doesn't look firm enough. It looks a little too like, you know, wet, I guess. And again, the color's been light brown. And so I Googled it, of course, and Google's like, go see your doctor. And so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go see my doctor about what's wrong with my poop. So who knows what's up with that. And I thought maybe it was just what I was eating. So I tried switching my diet up and eating different things. And like, no matter what, the poop still comes out light brown and kind of squishy. And so I'm like, all right, I guess I have to go to the doctor for that, which is embarrassing. I'm probably gonna have to give him a poop sample, and like, who knows how many doctor's visits that's gonna take, and like maybe I'm gonna have to see a specialist or something, and like, it's just stressing me out to think about it. And then there's again, too much information. If you don't want to know too much about me, stop watching the video now. But I recently started shaving my vulva again for the first time in a long time. I like pubic hair, and I'm not sexually active, so I have no reason to shave down there, but for whatever reason, I just got the urge to start shaving down there, and that made me rediscover this little scar that I have on my vulva, and then I started getting in my own head and being like, what if it's not a scar? Because it's like this like little red dot, and I'm pretty sure it's a scar. I've had it for years. I'm pretty sure I got it because there was a pimple on my vulva and I popped it and then it ended up scarring. Again, I've had this scar for years, but for whatever reason, my stupid brain has started convincing me that it's a wart. Because if you don't know, back in 2013, I was sexually abused by a man who had genital warts. And so I got really lucky in that I didn't get any genital warts. And it's been over a decade, so theoretically, it shouldn't be a wart, and if it is a wart, it's probably not from him, the guy who sexually abused me, because, like, again, it's been over 10 years, and I've had this little scar for years, so, like, warts usually go away after a couple years, as far as I understand. Like, you'll get more warts, but, like, one wart will, like, go away after a couple years, and then you'll get, like, more somewhere else, but, like, I've had this for years. And so again, I'm like 99.9% sure it's not a wart, but for whatever reason, my brain is telling me that I need to go get it checked out just to make sure it's not a wart. And so I gotta go do that, and that's gonna be embarrassing. I'm gonna have to, it's not like my doctor hasn't seen my vagina. He has. He does my pap smears, but it's just like, having to show him a thing on my vulva and be like, is this a wart? Like, it's just kind of degrading and embarrassing. And again, a lot of who knows how many trips back and forth I'm gonna have to, like, maybe I'm gonna have to go back for a biopsy, or maybe like it is a wart and then I'm gonna have to go have it frozen off or removed or something in some way, or like I don't know. It's just like a lot of trips back and forth to the doctor, and it's just like stressing me out because it's like I don't have the time to be just going back and forth to the doctor. I don't have the time for this. You know what I mean? Oh, and my psychiatrist is switching up my medication. She's putting me on a higher dose of antipsychotics, and she's taking me off of this anti-anxiety medicine that I've been on for years that I don't really think does anything. Like, I genuinely don't think that this anti-anxiety medication does, like, anything at all for me. So she's taking me off of it, but I have to be weaned off of it slowly because I could withdrawal from it if I get taken off of it too fast. So that's happening slowly. And so I might still experience some like mild withdrawal symptoms because this anti-anxiety medication is being stopped. And so there's that. I'm stressed out about that. Like, any change with my medication scares me because, like, especially like a higher dose of antipsychotics, I'm already so tired and hungry all the time, and antipsychotics have a reputation for making you tired and hungry. And so, like, having a stronger dose of antipsychotics is like, am I going to be even more tired all the time? Am I going to be even more hungry all the time? Because, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Like, I don't know. Y'all, I don't know. I'm just stressed out. I'm just super stressed out about everything right now, and it's just kind of a lot. So anyways, that's all. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Stay frosty.